What's up, guys? My name is Drew Adams, and today we're going to be talking about something that I find super interesting, and that is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general. And so I'd like to do a weekly segment where I talk about big news or good news when it comes to cryptocurrency in the whole. And I'm going to start doing this and releasing this every Friday so that we can see the news that happened throughout the week and big things that have occurred, so that you can stay on top and know what's going on with cryptocurrency in case there's anything that you missed throughout the week. Let's get into it. Does anyone really care what happens to Robinhood anymore? El Salvador officially accepts Bitcoin as an official country currency. This is an interesting one to me, as it's no secret that El Salvador uses the US dollar as its currency. With all the money that has been pumped into the United States via stimulus package after stimulus package, the US dollar will be subject to inflation. So the tough part about this is that all the other countries that use the US dollar aren't going to benefit in any way from the stimulus package, as all the money being pumped into the system is going straight to American bank accounts. The countries using the US dollar are going to start seeing dramatic effects from this as the value of the dollar drops. Now, I'm no economist, but I can see this being a big problem for the countries that relied on the stability of the US dollar in their economic ecosystem. El Salvador is trying to change the reliance on the US dollar and is setting in motion the adoption of crypto as their currency. This means that as crypto is more and more accepted, its goal to become a decentralized currency is getting closer and closer to the original reason as to why crypto was created. Widespread adoption will eventually create more stability in the value of crypto assets, and it'll also minimize the massive fluctuations that we have seen from the beginning in the price of crypto assets. So first, we saw billionaires starting to accept Bitcoin. We saw big companies accepting Bitcoin, and now we are seeing countries accepting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And so this type of widespread adoption is only going to bode well for cryptocurrency in general. And speaking of widespread adoption, institutional holdings increased by 170% for long-term investments into Coinbase. Speaking of stability, as big institutional players start to accept crypto and they jump in, it's going to be twofold. One, it'll increase the value of crypto and it'll show that crypto has a place in our future. And two, it'll stabilize the price of the coin that is being widely accepted. The thing that I've been asking myself lately is that now that whole countries are accepting Bitcoin as a currency, which crypto is going to be able to scale up their platform enough to be able to handle that amount of transactions per second in order to handle being a whole country's currency? That's the question. And if you could figure out which one's going to be able to accomplish that, and you put your money into it now, you are going to be a very wealthy person in the future. More good news is the SEC commissioner expressed the importance of not being too harsh with crypto laws so innovation isn't stifled. Now, if you haven't heard about this, Ripple has been winning lawsuits that have been filed against the cryptocurrency. This has major impacts on every crypto, as if a case is won against Ripple, it would likely hold the same precedence against other cryptos. This would have a pretty detrimental effect on every single other crypto. Talk about FUD. If you are uncertain as to what FUD is, it is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Oftentimes you'll hear people talk about investing from a place of fear and doubt, and it is in our human nature to tend to make decisions out of fear. And as an investor, you need to learn how to harness the power of the diamond hands in order to combat the fear mongering that happens on the internet and on the TV and on the radio. So I can't stress it enough that you need to do your due diligence in order to understand how crypto works before you get investing into it, and ensure that you set yourself up for success when it comes to investing. And so this definitely will take you a long way, making sure that you're doing your research, your due diligence, and you do deep dives into the backstory of the cryptocurrency or the investment that you're putting your money into, in order to understand on a deeper level what is going to make the changes and what's going to separate it and differentiate it from the other cryptos out there or the other investments out there, That way you can set yourself up for success and have some massive gains. The great thing about the SEC commissioner is that he seems to be backing up crypto and supporting the movement, which is inspiring us all to harden the diamonds and hold strong in our faith in crypto. More news in crypto. Colonial Pipeline was held hostage this week and they were demanded ransom of roughly $5 million in Bitcoin. This for sure spread a lot of FUD in the cryptoverse, as many people were fearful that the FBI or anyone would be able to hack into your wallet and take away your Bitcoin from you. What really happened was that the group of people or the person that demanded ransom from the pipeline aren't really actually that smart of human beings. I swear criminals can be so dumb. Where's DB Cooper when you need him? Apparently, they moved the Bitcoin into one of the main crypto exchanges and the FBI was able to easily track them down and recover the Bitcoin. The way that the FBI worded their documentation was poor at best and made a lot of people think that the FBI could crack into your wallet and steal all of your Bitcoin, which is absolutely not true. There isn't a computer out there right now or supercomputer that is able to crack the encoding and the encryption that is on our wallets. And so really just what happened was that these are dumb criminals. They weren't smart enough to know that you shouldn't move your Bitcoin to a main exchange like Coinbase or something like that when you steal money from a company. Who would have thought? More good news. PayPal now lets you buy different coins and allows you to send your coins to other wallets outside of their platform. So far, $2 billion have been transacted on the platform, and this is great news. I wonder when Robinhood will follow suit. Does anyone really care what happens to Robinhood anymore? Anyway, more good news is Google reverses their ban on advertising crypto. Spread the word. So really in the end, just to wrap it up, El Salvador passes a law to accept crypto as a currency. Big institutional players are getting behind crypto. The SEC commissioner is giving support to crypto. Wallets are safe from the FBI. PayPal lets you buy and sell more coins and transfer it to outside wallets, and Google now supports crypto ads. And so thank you guys all so much for coming and watching the video. Do me a huge favor. If any of this content was agreeable with you, smash that like button. Give me a follow and leave a comment for what I could talk about next week. If there's anything that was big that I may have missed, I'm going to be constantly updating people on these things and maybe doing a little deeper dive as we go. And so again, thank you guys so much. And until next time.